guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to another video. Merry Christmas one and all. Today I'm joined by Michael. How are you doing, mate?
I'm okay, thank you, but how are you?
I'm not too bad. I'm feeling very festive today. I'm loving the hats. Let's get straight into Boxing Day's fixtures with a Yorkshire derby, Barnsley versus Huddersfield. Now, an interesting game. Both of them are around mid-table. I don't think there's an awful lot to separate these two teams. They both win one week and lose the next. They're quite inconsistent. I'm just going to back Barnsley with the home advantage. I'm going to say Barnsley 2, Huddersfield 0.
Well, I'm going to go 1-1. Just because I watched Barnsley and Huddersfield this season and the most boring teams I've seen.
Ooh.
So I'm just going to be controversial. 1-1.
1-1. Okay. Yep. The next game then is between Blackburn Rovers and Sheffield Wednesday. This is an interesting game because we've just played Sheffield Wednesday and they weren't great, but they got the 3 points and it will give them a bit of confidence going into this game against Blackburn. But Blackburn, they're a very tough team to play against. I think being at home, Blackburn will win this one. I'm going to go for Blackburn 2, Sheffield Wednesday 0.
See, I want to go 1-0 Blackburn Rovers.
1-0 Blackburn Rovers.
I think Pulis, you look at Sheffield Wednesday, they don't tend to concede a lot of goals. They're just boring. Oh God, the ball's in the air for like 60% of the game. But Blackburn, for me, they're a weird team. They're not in great form, and they're not scoring a lot of goals either. I think 1-0.
1-0.
Yes.
Okay. The next game then is between Bournemouth and Millwall. Now, Bournemouth obviously doing well. I personally think they will get promoted the way they're going. And Millwall, they're underperforming in my eyes this season. I think the last couple of seasons in the Championship, they've been a decent team, but this year there's something not right. I think they're sat 15th or 16th in the table. I'm going to back Bournemouth to win this 2-0.
So I'm going to go Bournemouth 3-1.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? It's a festive cheer. Give them a little boost. I reckon 3-1.
Okay, the next game is between Bristol City and Wycombe Wanderers. Now, Wycombe just sort of struggling for confidence. I think they're putting in some performances, but they just haven't really got the quality. And this Bristol City team has just got loads of Championship experience. They're going to beat them 2-1.
I'm going to go 3-0 Bristol City.
3-0.
You look at that Wycombe team. There isn't one Championship quality player in that whole squad.
Wow.
They've got Akin Fenwar up front. He's a League 2 striker at best. Like, he's awful, but it works for them. Like, the fact that they're in the Championship, it still blows my mind that Wycombe Wanderers, they get about 2,000 fans a home game, are in the Championship. I can't get my head around it. They're awful. Thanks for the 3 points, by the way. Thank you. But I think 3-0 to
Bristol City.
Yeah, 3-0 Bristol City. Comfortable winners here.
Okay, the next game is between Cardiff City and Brentford. Now, Brentford come into this on the back of that 3-1 win against Reading. A really great win, that. Cardiff City lost to Norwich in the early kick-off on the Saturday. But I think Cardiff City seem to have turned a corner. They've climbed into the top half in their last, run of games. And I think they're going to carry on with a good little run of form here. I think, being at home, I'm just going to back them to beat Brentford 1-0. So
I'm going to go Brentford 1-0.
Okay.
What I've seen of Cardiff, didn't we beat Cardiff?
Yeah.
2-0, wasn't it?
1-0.
But they just didn't look very good. And Kiefer Marsh has been ruled out for like 3-4 months with a hamstring injury. So that's a big loss for them. But I think, Brentford will have way too much for them. But I think it will just be a 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah. Okay,
the next game is Coventry City at home to Stoke City. Now, the last time we played these, we beat them in the FA Cup in 2018. We were in League 2 then, they were in the Premier League. We were 3 leagues apart and now we're in the same league. How times have changed. I think it's going to be a tough game because Coventry City obviously coming off that defeat against Sheffield Wednesday, going to be a little bit low on confidence. We're still missing Liam Kelly, and Stoke City are a useful team. They're quite good going forwards, but it's Christmas time. I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to say Coventry City to beat Stoke 2-1.
I'm going to go, judging on Coventry's last 8 or 9 games, we're not expressing our real selves. I think we're just trying to dig in and survive. I think that's the whole aim of the season, isn't it? It's not to play the best football, and we tried it at the start of the season when we were getting ripped apart by teams, and I think he's kind of realised now that points are more important than performances at the moment. I'm going to go 1-0 Cov. I think I don't rate Stoke, but I think they've got a lot of experience in that team, but I think we'll get 1-0 win there.
Oh, okay. Okay. The next game is between Derby County and Preston North End. Now, Derby County, another team who seem to have turned a bit of a corner. They're going to want to carry on their run of form. Obviously, their last game against Rotherham was postponed, so they're going to try and get back to winning ways against Preston here, who have been kind of unpredictable this season. We said in a previous video that Preston's a team you just wouldn't want to bet on because they win one week and then they lose the next. So, really hard one to call. I'm going to go for Preston though. I think they might just win this one. Derby 1, Preston 2.
See, I'm going to go 2-1 Derby. Rooney seems to have really struck gold with this team. They haven't lost in, what, 7?
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're unbeaten on 6 or 7 games. You look at their form, they're not in bad form. We see them, they're a good side, they've got some good quality players, but I think Derby are going to win 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
The next game is Middlesbrough Football Club, who are flying at the moment, up to 6th now against Rotherham United, struggling for confidence. I think Middlesbrough will win this. It's just a matter of how many, because you know the form book suggests Middlesbrough will win this. I'm going to go for 2-0. Rotherham, I just can't see them getting anything.
I'm going to go with 1-1 because they've had a week off because of their postponed fixtures, so they'll be fresher and they need points. They are in dire situation. Rotherham are, like, they're getting beat by everybody, and I think they're going to try and stop the thing. I think 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah.
Okay, the next game is between Nottingham Forest and Birmingham City. Now, two teams that could very well get relegated this season. Nottingham Forest are in danger. They're right down in there. Birmingham City, they're level on points with Coventry, probably just a bit clear of it, but a bad run of form could see Birmingham drop into that bottom 3 because there's about 7 or 8 teams that are in that battle. I think Birmingham will get the win here. Nottingham Forest haven't really impressed me yet this season. Nottingham Forest 0, Birmingham 1.
Yes, I was going to go 1-0 Birmingham as well, because away from home, they're actually quite impressive, Birmingham. They sit back, they know what they want to do, they use their strengths for them, and Nottingham Forest, when we were in our worst state of form, we took them all the way, really, just for a last minute penalty. But I think, Birmingham 1-0.
Birmingham 1-0.
Yeah.
The next game is between Queen's Park Rangers and Swansea City. QPR, not really impressing me this season. They're just below Coventry in the table. As for Swansea City, they are 3rd in the table. Really impressive stuff. I think Swansea City look really good here. I think they're going to beat this QPR team that, like I said, haven't really impressed me yet. QPR 1, Swansea 2.
So I was going to go Swansea 2-0.
Okay.
QPR are naff. Like, they are really bad. They're teetering on the edge and they could get relegated this year. They've got big rich owners, but they've got no decent players. They lost Eze and they just didn't replace him, did they? So that's the big problem. They've got no decent players in that team whatsoever, really. I think Swansea will batter them. No, actually, I'm going to change it 3-0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3-0. I'm going to change it.
Last minute change to his prediction there.
3-0.
3-0. Okay, the next game is a bit of a derby. It's between Reading and Luton Town. I suppose it is a bit of a derby. They don't seem too far away from each other. An interesting game. Luton Town, like I've said, this season really impressing me. You know, they're punching above their weight as far as I'm concerned. Really impressed by them. Reading started well and they've started to fall away, but very capable of getting a result. I think there won't be a lot in this. I'm going to go for Reading 1, Luton 1.
So I'm going to go 2-1 Reading.
Okay.
Luton are a good side. I've said this, that they're a good team, but Reading, I think they'll just have a little bit more physicality for them. I think they're going to do this 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Okay, the final game then is it's a big one at the top of the table actually. Watford Football Club against Norwich City. Two teams that came down from the Premier League. Now, if I'm correct, this game last season when Watford were at home, it's when, was it Danny Welbeck scored an overhead kick? I think they beat Norwich 2-1 on that day.
Yeah.
But today, on Boxing Day, I'm going to say Norwich are going to win 2-1. Watford obviously have just sacked their manager. I really hate that they do that. They always sack their manager. And Norwich are looking very good. 2-1.
I'm going to go Norwich 3-1. I think Watford, like you said, they just sacked their managers like it's the right thing to do. He won manager of the month last month, and they've sacked him into like 5-6 games into this. I just can't understand it. They're not, where are they in the league?
5th.
5th? Oh God, I'd snap my hand off at 5th. But yeah, I think Norwich will have way too much from them. They're literally cruising to the title as they always do in this division. They always seem to get it right in the Championship, and I think they're going to win 3-1.
Okay, 3-1. That wraps up today's video, guys. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you all have a wonderful Christmas, and we'll see who got more predictions right on Boxing Day. Merry Christmas and peace out.